All right, guys, so here's what we're doing today. I have the Lexus LX570 parked on the front yard like a redneck. All the neighbors are kind of looking at me funny, but it's what I do. Drinking a can of ginger ale here. And I wanted to show you kind of what we've been up to. I know it's been a minute since I have posted a video. It's been busy. Life has happened. Jobs have changed. And just, living the dream. And so I wanted to show you kind of what we've been up to. I bought something probably 9 months ago. Actually, no, it's more like 10 months ago. After we went with some friends who had some really nice rigs, we got into tent camping. We were taking this thing and the Bronco, and we were going going up to the mountains, going to the beach, and doing some tent camping, and we were loving it. So we upgraded. And I wanted to show you what that upgrade was. It is the Fleetwood Evolution 1. This thing is a awesome tent trailer. It is a 2006. I have it fully opened up so you can take a look at it. This thing has some really quirky, cool features. This thing has some really cool features about it because it's a 2006. You can go buy some new stuff and, it has lots of fancy stuff. But this thing, I bought it on Facebook Marketplace for, I think it was $5,800. We found it from a guy locally, and I really liked the guy. We hit it off. He was the original owner, and he babied this thing. He took great care of it. So we took it off his hands, and we've been using it ever since. So I want to show you all about the Fleetwood Evo 1. I want to introduce you to our RV. It's the first one that I've ever owned. We have the adventure vehicles, the Lexus LX570 and the Bronco. And so we decided to, as our family, to get into some camping. And we jumped into an RV. And I know it's not anything crazy. I'm a very simple person, and I wanted something simple, something easy. And this is what we got. We bought this probably about 9 months ago. It is a Fleetwood Evolution E1, a 2006. And it is a tent trailer with a little bit of a lift on it from the factory. And this thing is awesome. Super easy. We were doing the tent camping trailer thing. We even explored with the rooftop tent. Did a camping trip with one of those. It was fun. It was cool. Family liked it. But man, it's just hard with a family of 5 to go camping and, to pack enough stuff, to have enough, so it's not so stressful to do. We decided to get into something like this. We found this on Facebook Marketplace from a guy who was the original owner. Super cool guy. He coached us through everything and showed us everything about it, even the little flaws. And we got ourselves, probably a few months, about 9 months ago, a Fleetwood tent trailer. So what makes this thing special? A couple things. It's got a lift. You can tell that it's pretty high. It's not a typical low tent trailer. This thing is elevated a little bit. It even has a shock underneath it. So you've got shocks underneath it, so it's pretty smooth. You could take this thing probably, some light off-roading and go into desolate areas. We've had this thing, Death Valley. We've had it in the high desert, the Mojave Desert, a couple times. We've taken it to the beach, a couple trails, nothing crazy, but I think you could do more than we've asked it to do. But let me show you some other perks of this thing. Has the front deck for lawn chairs and everything, so you don't have to pack your car full of everything. Has propane, so you've got a propane hookup for a couple things. The burner inside. It has an outdoor barbecue that hooks up, and it has a water heater. Ta-da! So you can have a 5-gallon supply of hot water. And then on the back side here, what else does this bad boy have? It has an outdoor shower. Ta-da! And then you have your spigot hookup, and then you have hot and cold water here. It has a 20-gallon tank of fresh water. It has down here, I think this is kind of the main reason why I wanted it, it has a furnace. It has a legit furnace. Turn that off. And it keeps us nice and toasty at night. The canvas top that I'll show you, it does a pretty good job of keeping us warm. It has your freshwater hookup, and then from your sink, it drains here. So you can run a little hose here into the, wherever you need to hose it into a bucket or whatever. And then you have your exhaust for your furnace. So this is this side. But let me open this thing up for you and show you what it looks like. A couple other things with this is it does have this aluminum roof. You can tell it's pretty straight, but it is susceptible to, you know, some prints, or if it gets a ding, you know, it can kind of change its shape. But this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. It needs to be hosed down. We do have to store this thing outside currently. But you could probably put like a rack on it and put some bikes on it, but it just adds more little complications, and I don't want to really mess with the roof. This thing does have a hookup for an air conditioner in the inside, but from what I've read is if you put an air conditioner on this thing, it could get sketchy with leaks, and I don't even want to mess with it. So we go places where it's nice and either cool and you need a heater, but you know, not too hot. All right, let's open this thing up. All right, there it is. When you open it up, when it's all folded in, you don't have that much storage because the sink folds down flat. You got your beds on top, and I know it's dark back there, but it goes probably 4 feet back there. So you do have some storage for like cooler and chairs or whatever you need to. All right, so here's the ticket to the cool, handy dandy tent trailer. This is kind of the manual labor portion. You take this thing, plug it in the rear, and then the magic happens of the tenting, because everything will raise up and you'll be able to see everything. And ta-da, when you raise it up, boom, that's what you get. That's how tall it goes. And then you can see in here, you know, you do have some space on top of the beds. You could put some sleeping bags or different items. The roof will come down. You've got probably about 2-3 inches of stuff, but you also want to be careful because you have different things on your roof that you don't want to destroy when you clamp this thing down. But let's keep opening this thing up. The next thing we got to do is slide the bed out. So let's do it. Ta-da! And then you have to reach down here, grab the pole, and then it clips in here. All right, there it looks with all the sides pulled out. This thing gets pretty long. It gets to about 20 feet, which is plenty of space for people to sleep. Let me open the door and you can see inside. And again, this is a 2006. So when the sink folds over, that's what it looks like. You have to lift it up and then it'll gauge all your power. But you've got this bed or a toddler. Our 8-year-old sleeps on it right now. Or it turns into a table. You have the big bed right here. And to get this thing set up, you just take your rod right here, slide it in, and then lift it. And then ta-da, you have these. And this is one of my favorite features of this trailer, is this bed and the windows. You can open up all these windows and it is beautiful. We've had this thing at the base of Mount Whitney, and you open up all the windows and you get this beautiful breeze, and you can have such cool views from all angles, and it's really, really nice. You do the same thing to this side. All right, I got everything opened up. Let's take a look. So, boom, you can see you've got a huge bed. You could fit probably 3 kids on this thing, and it can hold 500-600 pounds, I believe. I think I read something of that. You got all kinds of storage down here. You got storage and the outdoor barbecue grill that's really cool, that connects to the propane outside under there. Comes with a little mini fridge. Let's see. We just got back from the beach, so I need to clean it out. That's why I'm opening it up. You've got your heater here And this will heat the entire trailer in about 1 minute. You'll be hot. So that is awesome. You have your indoor burners. If you need to cook, you've got your sink. It's very, very simple, very easy. I just set this up in about 2 minutes. You got your door that you just unbutton here, slides into place, and you're secure. But overall, this thing is, I think, 3,500 pounds. Any car can, or usually any vehicle can pull this thing. That would be worth it. The Bronco can pull it, which is why we got it, because it was our adventure vehicle. Now, we love this thing. Not gonna lie, we've gotten into the RVing. We might be looking for something a little bigger that the Lexus can pull. The Lexus LX570 is running super strong. I did put a few scratches in it, but that's okay. Just having some time and adventure. But this thing can pull like 8,500 pounds, so it doesn't even feel this thing. It does come with electric brakes on it. It does have a battery, but somebody stole my battery. I had a brand new battery in here that was operating perfectly, and somebody came, cut the wires, stole it. So California for you, which kind of sucks. But if you have a plug-in or a generator, you don't really need that battery. And you can put a generator on that front deck. So that's pretty nice. But this is the 2006 Fleetwood Evolution 1. They do make these with a couple different variations. One, you can get them with a bathroom. So this would be the pooper. And you have a little like curtain here. I didn't want to mess with it because it's a cassette and you have to pull it out. We just bring a portable toilet if we need to. You can get one that has a slide out here. This dinette would slide out and you have a little bit more space, which is kind of nice. And then you can get one with like a 6-foot deck where you could put like a quad. This is pretty shallow, not very big, but you can put most of the stuff and strap it down and it works great. But thanks for checking this thing out. We're pretty excited about it. We've had it in some cool places. I'm going to post some pictures of it so you can see where we've had it. It has survived crazy amounts of rain and didn't get wet at all. It has survived Death Valley high winds last spring. Didn't phase it. It took the beating. It has the levelers here, or the support jacks that come down, and it makes it pretty dang stable. So these stabilizers do their job, and this thing holds pretty firm, even though it's pretty light. But overall, it's a pretty cool trailer for being almost 20 years old. So if you guys have any questions on it, or if you know anything that I'm not saying that is unique to this thing, let me know. I'm learning along with you guys. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope to post more. I know it's been a hot minute, but had some changes in life. Got a little busy, but I'd love to start posting more and just kind of showing things. And I have the mother of all mothers to show you guys that I did that doesn't have anything to do with this, but it has to do with a vehicle that's over there. Pretty excited. I'll make that my next video. You guys have a great one. Thanks for watching.